20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. And off we go from Arlington. Devontae Churchill on the return. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. And will begin to score on first down. Nice run of 8. Setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, switch!
From the shotgun, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here's one, and he'll get a few yards on this return. 15 yards.
Defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop the throw. Get this complete to Holton. Nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open.
A gain of 3 yards.
That's the the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And these are the tough yards you judge it back by. Like we used to say to our backs, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about 1 or 2 yards.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. There's a receiver running in front. He's got it. And he'll be tackled around the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
Got it. Ready?
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. He'll be taken down after a gain of
Zach
2.
Charbonnet, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
Ball
up
on the
second and
47-yard
7.
line. Here's second down and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now from the gun. Into traffic, but taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 19 yards.
Second time
That's
they've
another
connected on this
Seahawks
drive.
first down.
19 yards out of this
A
one.
gain of 19 yards.
What a luxury.
And
There's
the
certain teams,
Seahawks
when they have a
first
guy
down.
like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. Up there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Palmer. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. This one, it's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now they'll settle to throw. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, will be a
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Pull up that way behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's going to Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown. TD catch of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return, here's Turpin. Very good field position to start as the return is passed for 4.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's got the tight end. Luke Schoonmaker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Dak can throw it here on first down. There's a short one by Ferguson. That's not good enough. What they needed. It's a pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and
The
5.
drag route, we used to say this is day one install.
43-yard line.
Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll try the right side with Williams. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Yeah! There we go! Boy, wait, take...
First down, right to Williams. And they'll get 2. That's one before being taken down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Yeah!
We are through 1. 6-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Complete to the rookie. First round pick. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10
It's a
at the
gain of 12
19-yard
there.
line.
First down, Cowboys. First and goal. They move it down to the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Jack to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 1, second and goal.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. We see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
Can the defense do it again? From the 1. Third down now, and goal. To throw is Prescott. That one, taken in. It's his second touchdown of the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball as possession too. They try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Come on, set! 1918!
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw. Can't reel it back in. Now go down as an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith-Njigba. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
By Martin Emerson.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down with the pick.
On their down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo is the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Brings up
The Seahawks sending out their punt team.
Michael Dixon
Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 44-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be marked down for the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And these were the types of impact plays, Mike, that they were hoping for when they selected this young guy back in the spring. I mean, his first catch, it ends up being a good one, and he gets his team across midfield.
First carry out for Jaden Blue. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 22
What a way
yards.
to start this drive.
That's
A second
another
big play.
Cowboys
This one for 22.
first down.
Man,
First
how
and
nice
10
is
at
it
the
to have a guy
23-yard
like
line.
this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
First down on first down. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start.
Incomplete.
It's incomplete.
Intended for his wideout.
Up until that incompletion,
Makes it
they've done a really
second and
nice
10
job
at the
on this drive,
43-yard
Mike,
line.
picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up?
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
By Byron Murphy.
Byron Murphy
A 7-yard
gets
loss.
him for
Brings
a
up
loss
3rd down.
of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Dak facing 3rd and long. On the left side, it's caught. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
On the play.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in
Joey
coverage,
Sly
Mike. And
on
I
for
used
the
to
field
say, hey,
goal.
when you're open,
A 34
stay
yard
open.
lead.
That's the part of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Showing off the big leg.
The Seahawks
Didn't want to
take
defend a
over first
return,
and
so this
10.
ball
At their
going to be
own
spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
On the ground is Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. That's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Try and run it with Walker. He's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard
A
line.
7-yard gain.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Once again, it's Walker. Not much happening there. 13. First down, Seattle.
First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go. Head to 60. Head to 60.
No one with Charbonnet. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50.
13 more yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Third down.
You can see the frustration of the defender. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised.
His second TD of the game. This one gives his team the lead. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
And that is no good again. It'll be his second missed extra point of this afternoon.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be taking it down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down, Prescott. He'll get this to Quinn Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
and 10. Prescott. Gets away quickly on its clock. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
Timeout.
It's second
For Dallas,
and inches.
it's their second.
At the 47
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Operating from the gun. Here's down. That's complete. Devontae took it. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Second down. Prescott. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone.
So, of course, in Herbert can never on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
It is 3rd and 10. Again, Prescott to the end. One in the end zone. It's incomplete. Great work. Just get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Joey Slye comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
27 yards.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Handoff, running left is Walker. And this time they're ready for it. In to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10. Bootleg. He'll look to throw. And he got hit that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
And for the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield. Hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Go! Viking 18!
Now they'll set up to throw. That one too far in front. It is incomplete.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get about 5. The 30-yard line.
The tackle by DeMar Hamlin. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Returning had this one off. Inside the 35. And he will score. David Blue. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. Back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Slide at the ball and good. And the Cowboys are going to open up the lead to 8.
Seahawks 12.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready! Here we go, set! 18, go!
Now, faking the give. This one broken up. And it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to
All
2nd
things
and 10
considered,
at
it's
the
actually a pretty
35-yard
good
line.
pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
14 yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
First down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and there he goes. They got him.
The quarterback,
Micah Parsons. In there to drop him as he records
2nd down.
his 5th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. It's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and long. He'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. 26.
Browning begins with a run by Williams. Good move ahead for about 3 yards. And Lloyd is there to make the
4
play.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Quick slap, looked in by Moore.
12 yards.
They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10.
Let's give some credit to this
line.
offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Stack controlled here on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. The safety doing well. This is going to be set up with a good field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but they cannot get it. And it's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver.
He was covered by Cameron.
That will lead to a 2nd down.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, it's Welker. Good blocking to the 15. He's going to take us all the way down to the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Yards.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
All resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line.
Taken
Now
down.
it's second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
It is complete to Horton. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up third and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Crossing. His second sack of the afternoon. That was 5 for him on the year. On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This from 30 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 5.
Seahawks 15.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To meet him just as the ball was arriving, it'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Yeah! Here we go, Floyding! That! 26!
For second down, and they'll run it. And you're within 5 yards closer, but at the third down, coming up.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Yeah, here we go! Hey, check, Floyding!
Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A first down throw for they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Tackle made back at his own 49.
He stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
On second down, it's down. The throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 6.
offense staying out there for this fourth down. Prescott. He's going to have a Cowboys first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
Seahawks 15.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Contrary to what all the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. But it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They all know the running joke, right? Like if this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. To throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Every so often, like you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go! All right,
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do do is not only end the drive with a touchdown and put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no return for a down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10
the 20-yard line.
at their own 20-yard line.
They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but the pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up second down.
It's second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on second and 10. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That one too far up in front. It is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
19 Tiger.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They have to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
Take this.
Now it's Williams. He'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They'll go again with Williams. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Derek Hall.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here.
A 51-yard attempt.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. We're going to work this down inside the 45. That's the way to get started. A pick up a 17 and a very quick first down.
41-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Off play action. Wilson. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. For the touchdown. Hey, Rick, you talked about it all week. Not just stopping with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
He'll be out of bounds as the first down completion next.
To number
About
24. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
From
up
the 35,
2nd and 7.
here's 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This has really been a story of this entire game, right? I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Here's a short one taken in by Barner. And he's going to get there. He got the first out, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
For a Seahawks.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Back to 60.
He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
That's another Seahawks.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set. Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air once more on second down. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He's got it at 7, and he'll easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one thrown behind his target. It'll be incomplete.
It's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Throwing here on third and goal. That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
On that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and that brings up fourth down.
Let's go now. Crack ball 80.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Aaron Hinton.
Intercepted. Turnover on down.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys.